Cozette, what is the biggest loss you've seen a client have? What happened and how did you help them?
Okay, so what is the biggest loss? I think I can give you guys two, and it's all around payroll taxes. When clients fail to pay payroll taxes, the IRS is not really nice to them. It's different when you're not paying the income tax, but when you're not remitting payroll taxes. So I had to get one client out of trouble with the Internal Revenue Service with payroll taxes. And then the most recent that occurred in July was I assisted one of my clients with getting out of trouble. They had an outstanding debt with the Internal Revenue Service. I think the dollar amount was $820K, and it had been going on for some time. And your clients don't tell you some of these things until the 24-hour before they say they're going to put a lien and all these things come knock on your door. Nonetheless, we ended up winning the case. No, I'm not an enrolled agent. Somehow I was able to work my magic, and we won the case. And they ended up with a $252,000 tax liability when it was all said and done. And it was a combination of payroll taxes as well as some income taxes that was a problem with this particular client.
Absolutely. What were some key techniques that you used to do that?
Being that I'm not an enrolled agent or a CPA, it was really, and I'll just be real transparent with you guys, it was really tough taking on the client initially because the Internal Revenue Service, the agent was not going to work with me. Of course, she fought me tooth and nail, and of course I stood my ground. And I think as I began to show that I knew the tax code, that I knew exactly what I was doing, then she began to open up and she began to start having conversations with me. At first it was, as someone said earlier, it was that 90s thing, the three-way call. She couldn't talk to me without the clients being on the call, but I won her over, and she began to start talking to me directly and allowed me to negotiate on behalf of the client. So the last two calls, it was me negotiating. They were nowhere around, and she finally accepted the deal. And then she made the phone call to the client. So we all partied with the settlement of $252K. So.
Okay, right, from $820K, right?
It was originally like $820, and it got down to $240, $250, something like that, close enough.
Absolutely, 600,000 savings. That's amazing, right?
Yes.
Awesome. So Donnell,